Daily gang, we're back on site with the team, architects here.
French doors this end?
Yes.
I'm listening to what's going on. Can you see?
Yeah.
So this wall here, using my point, I've got a pointer today. This wall is coming out. Front wall's coming out in that side. This is staying. So would you like to swiddle around with me? Swiddle.
Swivel.
Did I say swiddle?
Yeah.
Here, so that conservatory's gone. Here, guys, we are having a window that will be the length of this to about there. Sink underneath here. L-shaped kitchen around here. Island here. This wall's gone. Breakfast table that side. French doors, if you go into there and look at the back. French doors there. And then right round here, Phil, just there will be a door going across, separating the front from the back. And like I said, the wall at the front will also go out. So when you walk into the lounge, there'll be no corridor. There'll just be open plan at the front. But we're not making this one big open plan. That's why we're leaving the central wall, dividing the two. Upstairs, there's no configuration. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, staying the same upstairs. Downstairs toilet will go in there. There was one originally, we'll put one in there. And then also, if you swivel the camera around, the electrics at the bottom left of the stairs, they will be relocated. They will not be staying in there. Boiler will now be placed in the cupboard, I'm presuming here. Again, it will be in one of the cupboards that run along there. And yeah, we are about to sit down with a new contract team, as in probably tomorrow or Thursday, discuss a price. I have the spec sheet done to probably 70%. I was waiting for this meeting this morning to finalise it, so I'll get that done this afternoon. And then I'll get it in, sit down. I know the figure that I need this property done for. I know the figure it needs to be. So hopefully this one we can just get this started, as in agree a figure, probably start it later on this week. And then that means we've had 4 new projects start in the last 2 weeks. And I've got 7 projects I need to get contractors in for before the year is out. A lot of work to be done, but if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Yeah, but these were removed
No.
prior to us.
I didn't know them.
But they've not removed them very well.
No, but we can.
Yeah, it's not a good job. No, party wall needs to be sorted. We do every neighbour on this street, apart from next door, is a problem.
So you know the street then, do you?
Yeah, so fingers crossed. Plus, we parked 5 vehicles here last week, and the whole street come out in World War III. You're blocking up as you're blocking us up. It was like, none of you are leaving. And they was like, well, we might be. So, but they're great next door. Those ones are great. But the one thing about AJ, the team that are coming in hopefully to do this, they have knocked every single door and kept a really good relationship since they've been here.
That's it, yeah.
Yes, that's good. But yeah, if you could do the party wall as
well.
well,
Okay,
please.
we'll mention that, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Drawings will be back this week, he says. He's going to contact the party wall agreement. So my guy's Wayne. So he's going to contact Wayne to contact them, so we can get that signed off. As long as the party wall goes in, you're good, because you've got to remove the 2 chimneys breasts from upstairs. He's getting the drawings done for them as well for you now, the calcs, because I think you're going to need some gallows brackets in there.
Pick up that chimney.
Yeah, so he'll get them done as well now. He's quick, efficient. You'll have direct contact with him. He's awesome at his job. The 52-week course is here. The best property education course ever created in the entire UK. It has been brought to you by me, an active property developer. 52 weeks of learning. Every single week you will receive a video on a topic about your property journey from A to Z. Once a month you get to meet up with me and come around my sites. And then on top of that, you get a monthly Zoom directly with me and the group to ask any questions that you guys need answers to. 52 weeks of the best property education in the UK today. I'm back. So what you didn't see, because Phil left us, because Phil parks his car like far away from the office because he likes to save on the parking, don't you, Phil?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been to my solicitors and signed some documents, had a conversation. Shout out to the greatest solicitor in the country. You know who you are, you watch the daily, you are one of the most important parts of our world, me and Isabella. So you are the best. So been there, and I'm back in the office now. I have the 3 division leaders for the sourcing division in-house. We have a meeting that we're all going into now. But I need to tell you something. You saw me this morning with my architect. And my architect is really important because the things that my architect does are very relevant to a development, very relevant to a build on the safety aspect. So my architect's coming today, he's going to redraw what needs to be done. He's going to send the drawings over to the structural engineer. The structural engineer then will give me the steels, drawings for the steels for my contractors to order to remove the 2 walls that I've asked to be removed that you saw this morning. Now, my architect now will also instruct my party wall guy, who's Wayne, and he will then issue the notices to the neighbour to get the party wall agreement signed so we can remove the 2 chimney breasts that are upstairs in that property. The 2 downstairs have already been removed by the previous owners. He will also contact my private building inspector, let him know to get the notifications out and the works are being carried out. He will also send me over drawings within 24 hours so my contractors can get in, order the steels, and then he will send the more professional drawings in. So he'll send me the basic ones in first so we can get started, then he'll send me over the proper ones. So you'll have all of that tied up by the 22nd, by Friday. I will have drawings over in the next 24 hours. So my structural engineer, again, and my architect and my party wall surveyor are super parts of my team. They're integral parts of my team to keep the ball rolling and to make sure that the works are carried out correctly. Now, something I've learned today, which I didn't know, so every single day is an education day, not just for you guys when you watch the daily, but for me as well. Because I've done the strip out, if a building inspector from the local council drive past and that works has been carried out 5 days prior to him driving past, I cannot instruct a private building regs team. That's what I've been told today by my architect, who should know completely. So that's a bit of a learning curve today. I didn't know that. That's something I didn't know, but it's quite cool. Obviously, back to brick, I will need to thermoboard the whole place out, which I knew anyway. So that's got to go in my spec sheet right now, which I'm going to finish after my meeting. But yeah, all these people, solicitors, structural engineers, architects, party wall surveyors, building inspectors, big part of your property world. So make sure you pick the right ones. And guys, if you need them, join the property circle. I am a one-stop shop. I have everything you need. And also, why should you join the property circle? Because my education is up to date, on point, and I'm a real property developer. Like genuinely a real property developer. So if you want to buy a Ferrari, you speak to people who drive Ferraris and ask the relevant questions. You don't speak to people who drive a BMW. If you want to get in the property world, you speak to people who are doing property, not people who are teaching property and don't do anything else. So make sure you choose wisely. Join the property circle. It'll be the best thing you ever do. If you do it before 2024, there's a very good chance that you will be motivated to change your life. If you do it in 2024, I'll still change your life. In a meeting now with the sourcing division, everyone's here. Adam had to ask the question if he was supposed to be in this meeting today. As the manager of the property circle, that was kind of a stupid question.
Just so much on, I just wanted to make sure my time was being used wisely.
Kind of like he has an answer for everything. Nope, not an answer for that one. So what we're going to discuss today basically is where we are heading with this in 2024, how we're managing it, what we're doing, some of the things that we spotted that can be improved on, some of the things that we need to implement to make sure we're moving forwards correctly. It's just an overview of the last month, and yeah, got high hopes for this division in 2024. We have all the dates booked for all of the training courses for people who join the division, and yeah, I'll give you a rundown of exactly what the outcome of the meeting is afterwards, because I actually don't know what the outcome is going to be. So meeting is done with the boys. Went extremely well. Very happy. Great meeting, very positive, and you're going to see a lot happen with this, with the deal sourcing division. So we used to have 123 members of the deal sourcing division, and we let everybody join for free. And it got to a point where we had TT running the division, and then Hayden was running the division, and it was a mess because 123 people who were getting all of the knowledge from me for free, and use of my team, who are on salaries, by the way, at that time, and commission. No one took it seriously. Probably like 3 or 4 people did. So it was like a waste of time. So then when I stripped it completely back, and I was like, right, to join the division, you have to pay. So if you want training with me, you have to pay. If you want to join the division and use my investors, so basically, if you're a deal sourcer and you can find deals, but you can't find investors, I have investors. I have investors that have paid me up front on a list who are looking for certain criteria. Then I have investors that are friends, and then I have investors who have signed up who are just looking for the odd deal here and there. You have an outlet to pass the deals to me, and then I can pass them on, and we split the profit, the sourcing fee 50-50. But you have to pay to get that privilege of what I've built up. So the team now, the 3 guys that are running the division, we have 46 paid sourcers, 46, and the 46 interact correctly, the 46 do correctly, and the division is working correctly, and it's growing. So the meeting we've just had behind the scenes, which you guys wasn't privileged to, was how do we make it better for the sourcers? How do we add more value? How do we make it easier for the investors? How do we run this division smoothly where everybody gets value? And that's what you're going to see over the next 2 or 3 months. And I will be talking about it more on the daily, because it's one of my main sources of cash flow. And deal sourcing genuinely changes people's lives. So I will be talking about it a lot more. But right now, this second, I have an even more important announcement. Dan just ate a donut.
And he's still eating it.
No evidence.
So we're starting our ground up developments in January, and I've met some guys who we've got mutual acquaintances, and they do ground up developments, their own personal ones, plus they also outsource to build. So they came to dinner with us last night. We are going to see one of the properties that they've just developed inside to see what their interior finish is like. And now, once I go in there, I can see where they're at with the level. And then once I've gone in, I've had a look around, then they're taking me to an actual one that they've just built, and it was finished a couple of weeks ago from the ground up. So yeah, it's kind of like deal sourcing a builder.
You'll get 800, maybe less.
Yeah.
So because if you renovate it, first of all, it will sell quicker, and second of all, that money you put in, you'll get back out.
Okay.
So that's what it was.
So you exchanged on this, didn't you?
Yeah. So that's the reason the sales board up. We've exchanged on it this week.
Yeah.
Completing first week or second week of Jan.
How much?
865.
Nice. I quite like the doors.
Yeah,
Those are nice, yeah.
I like them.
So the problem we have here, handle, we wouldn't get a latch in here, so we have to get a smaller.
I'll push it, yeah.
Gets the job done. It gets the finish done.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Where did you say the kitchen's from?
We were from Classic Classic interiors, but it's German kitchen.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
Before we let the room side itself,
I like this room.
this is our forte though. This is where we like to be, like kind of these properties.
Yeah,
We like to be like high end. You'll see at Albury as well.
yeah,
Even though it's cheap, it's like not expensive, but we still you can't let it go.
yeah.
It's just the way we build.
This is what I'd imagine like 144 to look like. Literally
Inside?
looking at-
Yeah. Yeah.
This paneling kind of doors as well. If I ever take it to my, I've got a rebuild for my mum and dad. That's even
Next
because
time.
that was new build. So we got literally walk-in showers. You know, the doors are fully panelled doors, and
Yeah.
you know, you got oak staircase.
Obviously, with this like high standard of a finish, how
Is-
much was the bill cost on it? Like,
Yeah, we just did a renovation on this.
so yeah, how much was the renovation?
So that cost us about what, 70. But that's not, like I said to him. we
It's
just-
not back to British.
That's not back to
And it's
British.
also, there's a lot of high-end appliances
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
The bathrooms ain't your £2.5, £3 bathroom.
They're all porcelain, also tiles.
Yeah.
So you know, they're all.
I like the kitchen.
And the kitchen. The kitchen, luckily, that doesn't include the kitchen.
Oh,
Kitchen we did 2 years before.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. The kitchen was done. My mom, like, because then my mom and dad were living here. So 2 years prior, we did the kitchen, and then we've just done the house and just all what you see now.
It's impressive. Let's go to see the ground up one. Mad. Tilo.
What's that? Cladding.
Slip bricks.
Yeah.
That's impressed, do now.
Why is it just behind it?
We'll explain it, Walter.
I want to know now.
So we're going in to check out their latest build because I have a few sites and we're getting an understanding of this type of building, which I'll give you a run through in a minute. Little fact. Before I met my Isabella, she used to do modelling and she was the face of Cardi.
Okay.
Yeah, she was the actual person whose face was on every
All the posters.
posters,
Yeah, yeah.
everything.
They were the originators of this.
Yes. So Isabella launched that. This is beautiful.
So German kitchen again, but just not as of that standard. Half fridge freezer, because I hate 3/4 fridge freezers.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I can't stand them. I've had them in. People do put them in because it looks nice, but I'm thinking of the homeowner. Second, we've got a nice little touch here. Wine cooler.
Yeah.
Gives it a nice touch. It's got integrated washing machine.
How much was this kitchen?
This is 10 grand,
Yeah, it's nice.
but it's still quality.
What's the
This is now laminate, but it looks.
Yeah,
It looks nice. It gives you that quality edge finish. It just gives you that. That's what I'm saying.
The weight of these doors.
It's proper.
Yeah.
This kitchen is one of the best kitchens I've visited because it came fully assembled. Even the showers come from Germany on. So it was absolutely. You can just tell from just pull out the drawers and you can feel. It's not as heavy as that one because the doors are heavier, the chunkier, the carcass is thicker.
I'm impressed. So far, so good.
Got the edge around the flooring as well.
That takes a lot of time,
Yeah.
but it gives you that finish. I love it.
Do that. Obviously, since he did his renovation, he's
He's a property developer now,
he's an expert in this thing. So he's commented on the edging. He's commented on the kitchen, the panelling, herringbone. Anything else, D, that you spotted as the new face of the property circle?
I'm trying to think of the name of the colour. Is it like a sand? What? Can you remember what it's called? The name of the shade of this?
It's like an ash. That's what we call it. It comes into the ash grey kind of finish.
I said cream.
See, I think that's what's stopping that selling. So that's the reason why you want to get a house on that. Because
Is that yours?
Yeah. This is all ours. The road is ours. All this land is ours.
So you've gone for planning for two more.
We're going for planning one next to this
and
one.
one there.
And one there.
So I think you'll get the one next door.
That's originally they had planning for 2,
Yeah.
but they never gave it.
Okay, but I think you'll get that one.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
not.
skeptical about that, but we put the most in.
Yeah.
So if they say put 2 in, you'll get 1.
Yeah. How long has it been in?
We just put we're just putting a pre-app in.
Oh, you're putting the pre-app in.
Yeah, yeah.
I like loft rooms.
Yeah, yeah. 9.5 meters this house is. So we was able to get a decent loft in.
I like this. Is it up for 4?
It's up for 4. From 4, down from 425, but yeah, just people. We've had quite a few viewings.
Education time. How was the house built?
House is built with ICF. It's like a concrete formwork. So you stack it up, fill it full of concrete, first floor, second floor, gables, and then you clad the outside.
The ICF. He's built this one out of it. It's a risky one because some lenders are a bit funny about it. But the amount of time you can get a house built in,
It's up in no time.
it's like 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, 6 to 8 weeks, easily.
But they've also built houses with brick, so that's their
That's our main forte.
that's their forte. They've tried something different for time, money, and they've tested it with this one. And like I said, the finish is exceptional. Like it's not just you guys can't see it at home properly, but this is a 10 out of 10 finish. This isn't your 8s and 9s, you know, where people are covering up little bits and pieces. There's nothing in here so far since we've been walking around this house where I could actually even fault one thing. So obviously going forward with our developments, we will be speaking to multiple lenders about the construction of these properties, finding out what lenders like it, what lenders don't like it, seeing what the market is. If there's a mass market for it and 90% of the lenders will actually allow finance on it, then the 3 sites that we own, that we're building from the ground up in 2024, first quarter of 2024, potentially these guys are going to work with us and they're going to build them for us based out of this. But even if they don't, even if I can't get lenders to agree to this kind of construction, they're still there with the build with the brick.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just time and, like I said, cost. This is cost effective. So we've got a 10 site, a 5 site and a 4 site, obviously, which we've talked about. So it's interesting. It's very, very interesting, this is. So a lot of research to do. Very happy to finish. All right, Dan?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a look around, sorry.
Impressed?
Yeah?
Like it?
Yeah.
Well, it's yours. Happy Christmas.